Alright, oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. And get some of that coffee. Some of the news. All that fun stuff. All of that fun stuff. Let's go. Whoop. Alright. Game KHPA Quack, hello. How you guys doing? The Tetris movie, yeah, that one seemed kinda like alrighty. It's probably gonna be overly dramatic, feels like it. Don't think things were that way, to be honest, but I mean, you never know. You never know. We just don't know something yet. And they know the truth, you know. And maybe. Alright. Let's get some of that coffee. Some of that coffee. Get the water. Get that water. There we go. And there we go. Water in progress. It might be still, maybe. Probably. Alright, 1 second. There's my coffee stuff. I was taking it with me to the countryside house. Oh, my setup to get that cappuccino everywhere. Easy life. Easy life. Gotten some a little eclairs. Smells good, man. Oh, very small. Alright. There we go. Синенькие швесы. Some giga cleaning there, right? Sounds good. Sounds good. Alright, done. This coffee is done. I think I already have some other ones. Oh, another bags. But not yet. Good enough already. Now you walk. Imagine, I wonder if there's like some still undiscovered stuff that could revolutionize things. Like Tetris and stuff, for example, still hidden out there somewhere. I wonder. Is there still a lot of stuff that will be a gigapog? And that we don't even see coming yet. File license Lord of the Rings stuff, let's see. Son. Gotta farm the franchise, huh? Gotta farm it. Gotta farm it good. Somebody mobile and board game, I see. There was something like recently out of big franchises going board. Forgot what was that. But yeah, there is some of that. Some board game action totally will happen. I'm actually not sure if there's any big board games from the franchise. There probably are some though. Yeah, it's gonna be some board for sure, and probably one mobile or something. Feels like with mobile, a lot of studios kind of chilling already now, though. Like mobile, from what I see, became a bit too oversaturated now, overcrowded. Even though I guess if you have such franchise, then you don't really need a lot of like marketing and stuff. The franchise gonna work itself. It's like all the like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings and stuff like this. You don't really even need probably a lot of marketing. Markets itself, just the name. But yeah, normally mobile right now is quite bad. Probably why a bunch of things are now kind of like cross-platform with PC and everything. Might be actually unironically just like easier way to promote the mobile game. Just launching it on PC. And then people kind of learn about it from PC and go to mobile too. And then it gets some boost there also. I clean the grinder. A little bit of cleaning. Alright. There we go. A little bit of cleaning. Done. And done. Alright, let's start some of this. Gonna have a bunch since I missed a couple of days. A remaster one day. Yeah, it could be some remasters actually. That would make sense. Considering everyone's farming remasters now like crazy. Wouldn't surprise me. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. The HD patch is already amazing, but the HD patch doesn't sell, dude. They want to sell stuff. The authors from Respawn, who worked on Apex Legends and the Titanfall series, founded a Wildlight Entertainment studio. They're already working on their debut project, but they don't disclose any details. Exclusive! The 4A Games Metro Exodus sequel is fully playable. I'm gonna just like do some shadow drops that are coming or something. So there's a new Metro game already fully done. Didn't say anything about it. That'll be interesting. It was playable in 2021. Well, this one's fully playable, and it's also, you know, not the open world huge RPG, so that should kind of take a bit less, I would say. Don't even sell the game, yeah. Sega is increasing average monthly salary of workers by 30%. Japanese publisher says the move will help create a more comfortable working environment. Yeah, plus 30% money totally would make things quite comfortable. Tell you that, dude. Tell you that. The rare Sega W, yeah. From start to finish in 2021. Well, I mean, they probably mean like, you know, the main quest and everything. Not every single of those hundreds of planets, I would say. Let's see, so okay, see. Already 10,000 planets then, yeah. Done with Artyom. I mean, they're probably gonna just follow kind of the book stuff, which I'm actually not sure. I don't follow that. So, it depends. It depends. The main meat of Bethesda games, what are on the main quest? I mean, I'm not sure. As someone who's already playing Oblivion for what, like fucking 80 hours or something, and I haven't touched the main quest, I'm not sure. See, Secret Essay. A Metro movie in the making? I think so. I think so. I mean, Gluchovsky is already, you know, persona non grata here, since he was, as any normal person, against all the shit fest, so I think he has, like, the lawsuit on his ass and stuff. And in wanted status. So he's out of here. And yeah, probably already working on some of the gaming processes, because I think he said he's gonna go full video game script mode or something. Like the specific one for the game, not just the book stuff. True, untrue. Wait, the first draft of it was in Chicago? Oh, like doing a completely different metro? I mean, that actually kind of is indeed quite complicated then to make, you know, the metro from the books, especially nowadays. That would be indeed not very simple. Unless going full like graphics mode or something. The spin-off stuff. I mean, it could happen. And that could happen. And yeah, maybe he did mold out, but you know, he needs to feed himself. So then you kind of take it and roll with it. And they have the American hero. I mean, there is one. So even in the books. So you know, they could just roll with that, I guess. They could just roll with that. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, heating up that milk. Ubisoft third quarter results show holiday sales up 6.1%, but bookings slide 2.6% on significant drop of back catalog bookings. Well, I mean, everyone already got their stuff, I guess. Hey, Mokafe, hello. Tarkovsky making the Metro movie. That no one would give money for that, though. That's the thing. Tarkovsky is, you know, that's the art house stuff. Ain't something that your mass media will consume nowadays. Already went open world. Well, I mean, they could kind of return, but I really doubt it. They could take some other cities metro or something, maybe. And a lot of tunnels and caves. I mean, yeah, that is also true. I mean, you can take the surface and everything. But I doubt it's gonna, unless it's gonna be like different city or something. So maybe, maybe they will abandon like that story. Take some different country or something completely, because otherwise they're gonna have the Atomic Heart destiny and everything. To be that evil game and everything. And that wizard game and that Russian game. Even though they barely have anything to do with Russia outside of like some stylistical stuff, which is actually also like not exactly, you know, Russian. It's if anything, it's Soviet Union that already did. That already died a while ago. People still mold. Yeah, they probably would just like switch something, I guess, just in case. Them stay with them. I got him. I got him. If you take like the modern Metroid especially, like brother, they expanded that shit like insane now. Since the time of the first book. And you can make insane open world for sure. But yeah, that's gonna be a lot of people molding. Kinda hard to produce it because, you know, not the best times for that. And the forest map was just pure pain. I don't know, I kinda liked everything, to be honest. It was nice that there was a little bit of everything. Like every chapter has its own vibe. You have a little bit of one type of open world, and then another type of open world. Then you have some of these like little intermissions that are more like, you know, just like corridors and tunnels. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, the forest one was linear completely, I think. Can you even remember most of Exodus? No, I remember uh, pretty much, I think, everything, maybe with some exceptions. The snowy one I remember, even with some details. Desert one I remember with some details too. Forest I kind of remember. Maybe not super much, but somewhat. And the very last part I remember too. I think there was some more. Oh yeah, I remember. I think some more, but yeah, where they were technically don't remember. The swamp? I did probably forest, you mean, I guess. I think it was forest rather than swamp, but yeah. Did I remember? Couldn't guess it was Metro. I mean, you couldn't really guess it if you get shown any of those areas first, right out the bat. You probably wouldn't be able to guess that that's a Metro game for sure. But I mean, that's the thing, though. Also, it's like it's the story of the book, and it's all centered around one character, basically. So you can't really like make it like Fallout that spans like hundreds of years, and that's why it's still kind of in different places, but it's all still kind of like same post-apocalyptic shit. Yeah, I think so, Steve. Yeah, I mean, more or less, it's kind of by the book, from what I heard. I still like haven't really read. I want to at least 2033. At least that one is generally and the general consensus that it's decent. Other ones already depends on the perception. Metro also known as. I mean, to be honest, I like the surface parts of the infrastructure now that are kind of part of like the metro infrastructure with like the same ticket and everything. So, I guess. I mean, true, Steve, true. But though you would need to like in games, I feel like it's a bit maybe harder to do it that way, to not get the character overused. With the same character. So a lot of games with the same character in the same area. But as I said, like the metro is huge though. That's the thing. Like pretty much all the like Circle Line and all the old ones, they are all insanely good. Above ground tracks. I mean, some lines are fully above ground. Yeah. The cycle of shit performing AAA releases, and I mean, doubt it. I don't think the cycle will be over ever. It might have some breaks here and there, but the cycle continues. The perpetual shit releases. The Sonic Frontier success pushed Sega to increase the budget of a next Sonic project. Damn, son. That good, eh? Ubisoft apparently has some improved version of Skull and Bones that they didn't show to the wide audience. Seems like the details about this upgrade will be shown next month. Well, we'll see about that. Hey, Anubis, hello. The copium. Yes, yeah. Ubisoft planning to release a mobile Rainbow Six and Division until the end of financial year. They also working on Division Heartland. Oh damn! John Wick 4 will officially be premiered in Russia one day before the world premiere. Bro, that's like the gigacorp of smarts, man. Like someone is very smart there. You just like they got to the point when you just shit and all the PPGs trying to cancel you, and you just farm the money like crazy. Like we had one, kind of like imagine like Sonic movie, right? Mix of like graphics and real actors. About the ancient fucking Soviet cartoon. They released it around New Year's, and because there was like nothing else much really to show around that time, they farmed like 6 billions or something. So I guess the John Wick guys were like, bro, like the audience is starving there. We just released there. We're gonna rake insane amount of money. Fuck the haters, just release it there. That'll be interesting. Alright, there we go. Kalina this. Alright. Let's see. Apparently it is kind of decent, but the performance and stuff is oof. The blurry mess, or is it the insane bitrate? Crazy bitrate fiesta. Yeah, speaking of, critics are very positive about Wild Hearts. 80 points on Metacritic and OpenCritic. Damn, son. And before they played also some different, the preview version that just runs, Price is higher in FPS, yeah. Sounds about right. The Minecraft showing new mobs, the insane updates coming. And Jedi Survivor will have 5 different stances, the combat stances, including the Kylo Ren Swiss sword and sword with blaster combination. The Minecraft community server. We have the enjoyers there. Do we have the enjoyers for that enough? It's actually going to be hard to set up. Because can't pay for proper hosting now. Filter. Hello again. Kajimbo is showing new photos from Death Stranding development. Oh, yeah, the Legendary Order. They didn't know back then that that's going to be the norm. Well, yeah, that's probably the reason, so. I think people who played it, like, way later, they were kind of fine with that. Hey, Pony, hello. How we doing? Yeah, the Sons of the Forest is the most wanted game on Steam. The most wishlisted. And the head of Ubisoft confirmed that company will be at E3, and they have something to show. Damn son. It's gonna be the only company there, probably. Avatar and Star Wars could be. Star Wars is just Far Cry. We'll see. I mean, could be. I actually wouldn't even be surprised, really, if that will be the case. Like, I think whenever Ubisoft is doing something in franchise, like the owners of franchise and Ubisoft, they just expect them to, you know, take the scheme, you know, that already works for them and just put the franchise on top of that. Done. Because it's just pretty much, you know, something that already works. And then they just put, like, you know, some free extra marketing and fan base on top of that. So that's just like extra free money. I think so. Yeah, just getting the skins for extra sales, extra marketing, extra audience. But I don't think they're going to be changing much of the core, because that's what sells. That's what probably license givers kind of expect from it. Hey, Kagikulo, how you doing? Yeah, I wouldn't even mind. Like, I haven't played Assassin's Creed and stuff for a long while, right? So I kind of, like, at this point wouldn't even mind. Something is out like this that I would be interested in, I'll play it, whatever. I want to go to Tsushima actually to play also, I wouldn't even mind. Let's see. Oh, you can tag other streamers now in the titles, which again is basically just if you do like the collabs all the time. I think they should just work better on what's the name? What was the how it is called? The squad stream or whatever should probably like extend of that on that functionality. It does not appear to send any kind of notification to anyone tagged, and no message notification, no activity feed update. So it appears to only be isolated to the channel itself. There was no worries about the spam tagging. Alright, I guess. Doing good, you doing good, huh? Doing alright. The Slavic punk old-timer. The Eastern European cyberpunk. Damn son. Need to check that one. Need to check that one. Thanks to positive feedback, we'll be making reactions available to everyone starting today. Oh, it's the emote stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it needed that much. I think there are better ways to do it, as I said many times before, but I guess. Savvy Games Groups invests $265 million in Chinese esports firm VSPO. That's the Saudi Arabia government-owned investment. 265 mil into the Chinese esports. On Aegis 6, all the commie blocks still standing. I mean, they will, dude. They build new ones regularly. They always build the new ones. Even Dinker, man. Friendly and good for low-income people. Well, that's debatable, though. Let's put it that way. If that would be the case, that would be good. Sadly, it isn't. The Hoyoverse is recasting the Genshin Impact role after voice actor allegations. Oh, yeah, there was another weird one there. All right. Now they're gonna be changing the voice actors. A revived Telltale Games nets $8 million to bring first titles to market. The Expanse Telltale series and the Wolf Among Us 2, huh? I see, so good, right? The OG ones, well, I mean, when they were built, right, and that was social, and they were just giving it away, then yeah, that was cheap and affordable. That's not the case anymore, huh? The Wolf Among Us. Fantastic released the new video about the day before, where they told the story about developing the game. Damn son, the whole history there. They started in 2019 using the cartoonish graphics. And then they decided to make it into the project of dreams. That's some interesting dreams there, probably. Yeah? The Amogus too, yeah. Ubisoft credits long-lasting live games for third quarter success. Saudi Arabia investment fund increases stake in Nintendo again. Another one. Didn't they do? Oh, it was a Tencent before. This is the USA. Huh? No, he's like Twitch pulling the same stuff. TwitchCon Las Vegas will be held at the north end of the Las Vegas Strip at the Las Vegas Convention Center. The WWWY Music Festival will be held at the Las Vegas Festival Grounds, which is just on the other side of a couple hotels. A Resorts World Green is booked out already. So did they again just do the convention at the same time when there's some other big events happening? So people enjoy some quality pricing and everything. Against gambling, by the way. Well, Las Vegas apparently has a really huge convention center that is like 4 times bigger than the one that they used before in San Diego, and at the same time it's way cheaper because of a different state and everything. So, you know, it's not like Las Vegas is just casinos and there's nothing else in the city anymore. But I mean, yeah, partially. Like, I mean, a lot of people go in, probably, especially from other countries. They probably will be interested to see, you know. You kind of like, what is San Diego? Have you heard about San Diego, really? Not really, personally. Like, you hear about like a few places, and like merging the landmark of sorts with the convention is kind of good attraction for people who will travel there because, you know, they can kill a couple of birds with one stone. Cheaper because you expected to gamble? I mean, could be. But I mean, you know, it's Amsterdam. Like, did they put it in Amsterdam so people can go bang hookers or something and smoke weed? Like, I mean, not really. You don't want to, you don't do it. Simple as that. Demoton then. Could be. Could be. Alright, what else do we have, huh? What else do we have, huh? Over a year later, Guerrilla Games' sci-fi sequel makes surprising a leap to PlayStation Plus. Dim son. Can already get it, well, quote-unquote for free, I guess. Let's put it that way. Banning weed or something in Amsterdam? No idea. I mean, they may be like limiting some like outdoor smoking or something like this. Oh, yeah, another YouTube CEO stepping down. Now there's gonna be another one. Didn't they change the YouTube Gaming also CEO not long ago? Yeah, just like on the streets. I mean, that's reasonable. He's probably just waiting there. Probably just waiting there. I would expect. Deep Rock Galactic dev Ghost Ship Games opens the publishing division to create indie launchpad. Damn son. The Deep Coke Galactic acquired enough money to start publishing now too. Not bad. Not bad. Team gaming still exists. I mean, a lot of like live streaming basically kind of still considered kind of like YouTube gaming or something. Like I think Ludwig moving there was kind of like also kind of like the YouTube gaming CEO or something dealing with it. Maybe they renamed now in YouTube Live or something. I don't remember. Not a publisher on the Embracer. Oh, they also obtained them, son. Everyone is obtained, man. Embracer currently has a whopping 224 game projects in development. Precisely 11,152 developers are working on that mammoth slate, which includes 5 Lord of the Rings game projects. 11,000 people, dude. Insane. Critics positively received Horizon Call of the Mountain for PlayStation VR 2. Game got 79 points on Metacritic. Well, you know, the Wild Heart is also 80 points on the Metacritic. So you just don't really trust that, let's put it that way. And that's not an indicator. That's not an indicator. No free movement like Alex, I say. Two cheat makers for Call of Duty settled with Activision. They will pay company $3 million. Both agreed to stop their activities forever. 3 mil they paid. I wonder how much they made then. Maybe they just made enough to already, you know, completely quit no problems. Oh, and yeah, TwitchCon 2023 dates. TwitchCon Paris. Paris, July 8th and 9th, 2023. TwitchCon Vegas, October 2022nd, 2023. So yeah, that's gonna be July for TwitchCon EU. And yeah, I kind of have big doubts about me being there. We'll see. But I really doubt it because I checked. It's gonna be like flight's gonna be like the cheapest basically. Gonna be around 50K in our currency, right? Over 50K. Well, there are options like 40 something, but that's just like over shitload of like countries and like 3 days trip and everything. That's just a bit too dank, I feel. AJ, got the dog, eh? Nice. Feels good, man. Feels good, eh? See, like 50K to get there, and then around like 40, 50K to get the hotel. Well, I mean, we can as usual kind of gang up with the boys, right? But that's still probably gonna be, I would say, like $200-300 no matter what. Even if we get like a good B&B for a lot of people, it's still probably gonna be like a couple hundreds for sure. So that makes it like 1,000, pretty much 100%, $1,000 for just flights and accommodation. Then it's $100. Actually, even more, I think. Was it 100 now or was it 80? I don't remember actually. Like it's either 80 or 100 to even apply for the visa now. And then there is also processing fee from the visa center. And then, you know, all the like getting biometry, getting photos biometrical and everything. That's also extra, like, well, like 10 or something. But yeah, basically it's gonna be like extra 100 or something in expenses there. And then yeah, then like all the details, like, you know, buying the tickets, we don't get them for free, by the way. Partners and everything, we get 50% discount, I think. That's also probably like $50 or something. Then you need to eat something and stuff there too. So that also like prepare a couple hundreds, and like transportation around the Paris and everything too. So that's basically all my savings just gonna out, because like 100,000 on flights and hotel, then 20-30 on everything else, and I have like right now 130, 140 in Russian currency savings basically. So that's gonna be just all out of it, completely out. So yeah, I have big doubts about that one. And all that, most importantly, like you basically like put all on one, you know, like all on red, or not even the red or black, you just put on one number, like on 0 or something there, because there's also like some factors, like, you know, just like closed borders, visa got denied, which also can happen nowadays, or some other stuff. Go there and make a quick account. I don't think you will be able to in France, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think you can open, just go, like I think in West, like in any civilized country, pretty much you need to have like permit to be able to open a bank account. Like if you just like from another country, no one's gonna let you, unless you have like shitload of money, then sure, welcome. Other than that, not really. I was thinking about like getting to like Armenia, for example, spending some time there, and then from Armenia going to Paris. That's kind of like a little cheaper, but still you need to go to Armenia, which also takes money and stuff. And yeah, still kind of a lot of nuances. A lot of nuances. And it's also like I can apply only like 2 months before. So in May I would be able to apply, and it's 40, or actually no, 3 months was it, or 2? I don't remember. It's like April, May I would apply, and then it's also 45 days in processing for visa. Then it can get denied, or in that amount of days there might be another mobilization, or like closed borders, or like closed borders from one side or another side, basically too, right? Something canceled, something moved, and you just kind of fucked. So yeah, I'm kind of really have big doubts about that. A big doubts about that. We'll see, but yeah, not sure. I think I'd rather just like get something else instead, with that amount especially, because yeah, it's gonna be like a couple thousand, like 1,800 or something for sure, just to be able to go, which I would love to, but yeah, that's just all the savings and everything just like down the drain. So not sure. Like I really want to. I was thinking about it for a while, but then yeah, like looking at all the prices, kind of like adding it all up together, it's just basically all the money down on that, and that's not good, since you might need that. More prudent just to wait at this point. Well, the thing is, like, things not gonna get cheaper though. Like flights might become direct, but that's gonna like save you maybe like 3, maybe 400, but it's still gonna be chunky as fuck. So yeah. Hey, Jim Jams, hello. How you doing, man? It's still gonna remain pretty bad. I won't gain anything by going there. Well, I mean, it's more of a mental thingy, though. You know, just kind of like meeting with other streamers, meeting with viewers and everything is always good. And yeah, I wouldn't say really about not getting anything. It depends who you are and stuff, because like I got like a whole bunch of like super, how do you say, super regular, you know, loyal audience from basically just going to TwitchCon. Like a whole bunch of people who are still around and subbed. Those are those who like saw me for the first time, didn't even know that I streamed on TwitchCon basically. And that's really good people too. So there is that too. There is that too. Yeah, in general, like it's a nice thing to go to. Not to mention, I also would be able to pick some of the stuff that can't reach me, like the capture card and other stuff, for example. That is kind of waiting for me for a while. But that's, I mean, kind of like not super important, but would be nice. Potentially going, well, the TwitchCon EU, but yeah, the potential is very small. Potential is very small. So it's not exactly wasting it, but that's just a lot. That's just a lot of it. And yeah, currently with all the shit going on, you don't know when you will need that money. So blasting all the savings on that would be a very risky move, considering it might not even work in the end. Because some of the stuff might just get canceled or something. Or yeah, the borders closed, like a bunch of people already got in October or something, when they were trying to go on their like planned vacations and just couldn't because, you know, mobilization's going. So go back home, not allowed to leave anywhere. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see it. Buy a PC for that money, basically, yeah. Basically, like I would otherwise probably, but yeah, it's just like with the current shit, it might be just, you know, that's kind of like potentially like half a year, for example, of like rent, if I go somewhere for example. So, you know, that's a good extra to have. So we'll see. Oh, we'll see. Let's see what I say. Living the dream indie life in Sweden. Oh, is it with this like the coding house thingy? The year of living there, and what then? Well, I mean, at least it's a whole year, you know. It's not the weekend of convention or something. It's actually like a year of being there in the atmosphere of like, you know, people working on stuff, and you're just gonna like charge and everything. Want to go to Japan, remember the ticket. The thing is, like, if right now there wouldn't be this shit going on, right? Not even the price wise, but like still, let's say same amount of money now or same amount of money without like all the war and stuff going on, right? I would go because like fine, I'm gonna like drain my savings, but I'll drain them on something good, and I don't really wouldn't not need anything else really, because like right now I'm kind of okay. Like the only things that I would get like the second PC or something, right? But that's already like quite a chunky expense that can wait too, sort of. It's not super high priority. And that's it really. And that's pretty much it really. Oh, actually, you know what? While I'm at it, let me see. I can test the stuff that I got. That will actually maybe save me. I'm getting some more like cams and everything. Let me get it 1 moment. Didn't unpack it yet. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Damn fancy, holy shit. Fucking fancy. Oh, I mean, I paid like $30 for that, so should be. Whoop. The glorious AliExpress, man. Let's see, and this will work. This hopefully will be convenient. And the outside is expensive, yeah. That's true. How much getting born on the right side of imaginary life? Yeah, exactly. Like you just kind of like live your life fine. You already have like enough shit on your plate, you know. Like a year ago, literally just was kind of like thinking how to like enhance and change stuff, you know, because like channel's kind of like not in like the super crazy shape because you know there's like a lot of shit going on. It's like obviously like the Twitch doing stuff that was affecting it. Like it was all good, but it was like slow and everything, and you kind of already think like, bro, like how will it all work in the long term, right? Like how will all this streaming thing work and everything? What to do, what to plan, how to improve and enhance it. Let's do this, let's do that, let's order this, let's order that. And then boom, all this shit happens and you kind of like, bro, everything was so good. Bring me back then. It was all good, man. And you always realize, you know, you see things in perspective. It's packaging. All right. And nothing else. All right. Yeah, so this is this glorious device right here. Oh, is it unlocked right now? No, it's locked now. So we turn. Let me see how it works even. How does the system work? Okay, this I guess I will need. How do we turn it? Okay, one moment. Does this shit work? Let me see. Oh, there it is. Second. I press this to release. Well, this doesn't look like it fucking presses though. I need to turn it and then press it. One moment. How do we do that? It doesn't seem like that simple to press there. Maybe it is. The fuck? Yeah, look the release button. That's an interesting one. Okay, one moment. Oh, there we go. Now it turns. Nice. Okay, I see it. How do we look it back now? Oh, okay, I see. The technologies. Whoop, this one. So now you can do this way, and you press it, and then this thing moves. So let me try. Let me try. Then I will need to get only tripod. Don't need any fancy cams or some stuff. Wait, this thing first. All right, let's go. From which side to make it though? That's an interesting question. Here, I guess. Or actually, no, let's do it here maybe. It's gonna be a tricky one, I will say. Maybe I'll need to turn it around or something. Get this here. Okay, wait a second. It goes this way, or does it matter actually which way it goes? Okay, I think it goes this way then. Does it? Or this way? Should go in this way. Where the fuck you go there in? Should be here, I think. Oh yeah, this way. And then locked. This way unlocked. Locked again. All right. That's kind of short thingy here, though. I think I already kind of lost it, though. Or this way should be, I think. I just kind of want to test and adjust it later. Cable is too short, though. Come on. Well, I need some more of that cable here. Come here. And these two. Alright, so now we do this, and call goes in. I'll just need to turn it a bit this way. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Holds pretty fine. Well, I need to tighten this one there, and this is gonna be good. Should be fine. And then you just press the button, remove it, and then I take it with me and connect it, for example, on the PC, or like close to the PC, I guess. So that's gonna be nice. All right, let's do it this way then. So that's gonna save me a bit of budgets on extra cams and stuff. All right. All right. Second, what did I miss? What moment? How you guys did about? Hurry, scroll. This fucking laptop, man. Why so garbage? I'll get it. Come on. Come on. And the Voldemort being the good guy. Damn son. Brother. That's so bad. Dude. This way. I'll take this. Alright, one sec. Let's see. Yeah, Thomas, your story indeed was quite something there. Universe just decides to fuck you up, indeed. Indeed. Having some good client and everything, and then poof, everything's a rip. Beautiful. Classic. It's indeed the case. But yeah, Oltan, that sounds not too bad actually. Just to go for a year. You'll get more motivated to do something, release stuff, and make some more money so you can stay there longer. Wait, how much do you need to pay for that stuff actually? If it ain't a secret, how much do you need for that? That sounds like a nice one. That's something I would take over than conventions and everything. As being with people together physically and, you know, making content and stuff together, that's good. That's good, 600 per month, actually, huh? For the whole year. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Well, the problem is it's probably only like for other like European countries and stuff, right? I guess like all the visa shit and everything you solve on your own. They don't provide anything. So it's like not the like you're basically only accommodation, right? Like they're not some sort of company or something. You just pay for accommodation and then you hang out there. I mean, that sounds good. That's even like cheap for rent in any almost country, and especially there, I guess. You gotta cover your stuff, yeah. Wait, rent plus food even? The fuck? Take this shit. What you even thinking about? Or are you actually paying less now? Are you actually paying less now? Can definitely stream from there, you. And I thought it was like the game dev stuff only. Yo, Tan is thinking about some dink moves there. Yeah, Thomas. Well, that's like a special like the commune for like the game developers, I guess, where you can just kind of live there for seems like a very cheap fucking price and do your thing. Is the spell collectivet? Who is it the one? Forgot the name already. Tan was mentioning before. Sounds interesting. That sounds nice. No, I actually really don't. Like if you find a place with a reasonable rent, then it's okay. Someone who been there and been in local Lidls and everything, even though it was a few years ago, right? Let's see what I say. Well, yeah, for us the problem is like the visa and everything. The maximum you can go in Europe is like 3 months at a time. And then you need like 3 months at least of a break, and then you can go for another 3 months. CGG, as I say, 1,600 per month. Technically game dev now, yeah, almost. We'll do some tomorrow. I'm gonna suffer in that Unity, man. But again, it's like they don't do anything for your visa and stuff, so you still need to find your ways to stay there, I guess, anyway. The flex in the billions. No, I mean, you can hear like a lot of people with like, I don't know, like $500 rent and stuff, and food there costs pretty much like the same as here, a bit more expensive. It's like taxes are higher though, for sure. Do Jim Jams do it? Unity and C# basics in USCV, exactly, Steve. You know it. You know it. But yeah, it's just a nice concept of thing though. Like with that price, I would totally go. Why are you debating though? Are you having it cheaper right now? Because I think no matter where you live in Europe, you're probably not really having it cheaper, unless you live with parents, I guess. So you don't pay rent and stuff. Then yeah, 750 a month, I see. But yeah, I need visas and everything for that shit too. Let's see, Jim. Let's see. McDonald's suddenly sounds kind of appealing. I mean, McDonald's here like earns you also like solid amount really that you can get with the like. Well, I mean, McDonald's earns you more than 2 times than you know than what I kind of need, you know. So it's solid. It's solid. 750 and you pay for nothing else. Yeah, that sounds super good, dude. That sounds super good. Somehow I could deal with like the visa stuff. That would be not too bad. Well, actually, I mean, still would need to work on the income levels because that's not 600 and not 750 especially. So you know, still not that good. Eh? The job looks like hell. Well, I mean, sometimes you just don't really have the choice, you know. You know. Let's see. Dev's got the dream, yeah. Well, I mean, if you can, I would go. Why not? That seems good. That seems good. Seems pretty nice. You give something better. You'll get it, save, you'll get it. I'm gonna farm that indie. I gotta farm that indie scene and hopefully survive. Oh, yeah, it was indeed very interesting turns of events with all this shit going on, for sure. I did get fucked, but not as hard, I guess. The third mask was a little less fun. A little less. But was also quite something here too. And now, yeah, like with conventions, like I would love to, but yeah. We'll see. We'll see. If there will be nothing else going on, then I would. Otherwise, yeah, you can still need to constantly be prepared for some shit. Like right now, everyone waits for 21st of February, like what's gonna be announced. There's already like so much like, you know, theory crafting and stuff going on around what we're gonna hear, and I think nothing of it is good. So, you know, you never know, dude. You never know what's gonna be happening and stuff. I might need those savings to just kind of like live for some time in the underground somewhere, because it's gonna be already kind of late to peace out probably when shit's gonna be announced and stuff already if it's something bad. So we'll see. We'll see. What's gonna happen. Too much of a DHD is well, I mean, you're doing something on your own independently, it's really hard. With streaming, it's kind of like easier though, because I don't know, I kind of like feel myself kind of, you know, responsible and accountable for the viewers basically. So that's why like it's not a problem for me to just like, you know, work on the schedule and everything, do everything, you know, as I planned and stuff. That makes it easier. When it's just me, no one else to be responsible in front of, then yeah, then that's when I also start becoming way too lazy, man. Gyotan, true, true. That's true. But also, I mean, if you do it the same at home, you also can make 0, right? So, and if you're making 0, and you, in both ways, you will need to go and find like some average, you know, normie job. Then what's the difference, I guess? It's kind of like with my friend, for example. He's already like sitting for a while on a very small budget, right? Trying to stall out and get back into like the stocks trading and everything, because a lot of his stuff got locked when all this shit started, right? With all the sanctions and stuff. A lot of his money is like stuck somewhere else, everywhere there, and different trading platforms that don't pay it back anymore. So he just kind of like tightened the budget and trying to like stall it out as much as possible. But like, you know, the end result, if you fail, in both ways, you kind of like still go to regular work or something, right? But if you succeed with like the big investment, then you kind of like make it good instantly. And if you don't, then, well, I mean, you don't now or you don't in months, but those months you're gonna just suffer and be depressed like he is basically right now. The draft already had draft. Could be another one. No, it might be some more like stuff. I'm like more like draft is whatever. Draft we can just like sit one out again. It's not that big of a deal. Doable, but yeah, it's more about like how more PPG stuff they come up to make your life more fun. You know, in the long term. Living like a hobo on people's couches versus dropping all your savings on the dream. Well, yeah, if you live on the people's couches already, I don't know. Like for me, you know, sometimes it's just kind of like it's better to just go kind of all in. Now, what did Podi say? Can't be anything at this point, yeah. 3. Go up. And navigating stuff on this laptop. PPG. It's 21st, Pony. 21st of February. And the big decision time. For me, you know, sometimes it's just like you go big and then you either succeed, kind of big too, or you fail. But the failure is the same, you know. The failure is kind of the same. You know, you go for the big one, and then if it fails, well, I mean, you still have the same outcome. Like if you're gonna also yell and just live off the couches and everything, then you just kind of stall it out while being depressed and everything, honestly, mostly, right? Because like when you work on something and you're not sure, you're not getting paid, you don't know how it will end up, you just kind of like not probably feeling that crazy good during that process. 22nd, to the 21st, Pony. 21st of February. So yeah, and then this way, at least, like even if it fails, you just gonna get an experience. I think that's good. That's the experience I would go for. I mean, there's also a lot of people probably going through some similar situations. And there's gonna be some networking, there's gonna be some experience, it's gonna be pushing each other to do something, it's gonna be maybe helping each other with a little bit of marketing and stuff and promotion, you know. It's good. I think that's a good price for a good experience. In worst case, you again just gonna go and work somewhere. It's just like it's the same with streaming and stuff for me too. I just gonna be going and pushing until the very end. And nowadays I just kind of learned there's always like, you know, this like warehouse or some other stuff that is always waiting for you. And that even pays more, so you know, can always just back off when things like complete shit. The Jim Jones, nice. And the basic gels get 2K. Well, as I said, yeah, here you can get like double this amount. You can get like anywhere. McDonald's, some warehouse, easily. So yeah, we kind of already with friends decided that it's time to kind of chill a bit, you know. enough complaining and stuff. There is always the plan B and everything. Or already like C, D, E, F at this point, I would say. Moscow is lower in other regions, but you spend on Moscow a bunch more too. Like with this, I would live more comfortably in other places. That's for sure. The amounts of money like my relatives live in other places are, you know, something that here, for example, is like, what the fuck, dude? How can you do that? How can you do that? Then yeah, as I said, just move to Moscow. Low. Just like I said to Brew today, there's plenty right now of shit where they work. plenty. They just like grab people like with crazy amounts. It's like 3 new manufacturers built just like in past like year basically, right next to next train station from here, for example. They just like grabbing everyone. Easily, and the rent is also way lower now. So if anything, right now is a good time to do so. Not everyone might be wanting, but well, that'll be a question of, you know, how good your life would become. I would move. For sure. So I was planning to do before the shit hit the fan and just move to some other region. But yeah, this apartment kind of, you know, is I'd rather be here because I don't pay any rent or anything here. That's the main reason. Main reason. Yeah, Jim Jones. Yeah, it's just like not that cheap. Let's put it that way. First of all, not that simple. Also, like some of the rumors about 21st kind of might cause some issues with Georgia again and everything. So we'll see. Hope that's just rumors though, because we had some history in 2008, you know, and some aftermath of that history gonna be potentially like surfacing now. We'll see. Yeah, so yeah, if I would be able to get the apartment somewhere so I don't need to pay rent, then I would gladly. Like I don't really mind. Don't really mind. It's all about the financial part. Like everything else is doable. I mean, friends and everything too, of course, but if it will be like that big of a question, you would already go for it probably. I could try to get them also on board, but with them it's even harder because, you know, at least I know English, at least I, you know, have some sort of like internet income, sorta. For them it's a bit more complicated. And I think for them it might be even easier because like one of them is a chef pretty much, so that wouldn't be a problem much. And the housing price to income ratio, yeah, and food and stuff, yeah, for sure. Exactly, Put, exactly. Thank you, Jim Jams, thank you. Hopefully. Hopefully. And more history lessons, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. At some point I will need to, that's the thing. I realize that eventually you will need to. I just kind of hope that I will manage to get in a bit of a better spot financially to be able to. Let's see. The peaceful place, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it was for some time. Not fully, though. And then back we go. Back we go. Yeah, the Immortal Empires mode in Total War Warhammer 3 is now available for everyone who owns the third game. So you don't need to have every part now. You can just play it. You can just play it. If you have the third game, don't need to have first and second. Anyway, what else? What else? Till March 2028, Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal plan to release 5 AAA games. So that's the Tomb Raider and everything there, seems like. We'll see. Still the DLCs from first and second. So pretty much kind of like almost nothing yet, Jim Jams. That's gonna be just me, like, you know, launching it for the first time on stream, I guess. Just so we can all suffer together. But yeah, I had some insane prototyping going on like a week ago. Yeah, with some paint. In last half a year, the peak online in multiverses dropped almost 100%. People complaining about the content of the second season and monetization. Then, son. The good enjoyers, yeah. I was considering, but the thing is also kind of like, would be nice to go, with a little bit more of a commercial approved, engine currently. So you can, in case of emergency, use that little skill to maybe find something, because you never know. Because you never know, eh? The game maker endures. I was thinking actually about game maker too, but again, like the goal was either like to take something that is kind of more flexible for commercial environments. So it would be either like Unity or it would be like Unreal Engine. And I feel like Unity might be a little bit more like easier to comprehend for now, and it's still kind of more widespread because Unreal Engine here, for example, I looked into all like the jobs and stuff too, right? It's still like way more openings for that, for example, than for Unity. Like Unity has a lot of openings. Yeah, Anubis, yeah, it was basically was this decision. Like I actually even have the game maker. Told the story when like game maker you could use just you could just buy on Steam once, just buy like a game, use all you want. Then at some point they also, said, well, we're not making money out of this, so let's sell subscriptions instead. So they removed the one purchase option from Steam, but you can find the keys for that technically, right? Because it was available sometimes. So I went to find those keys and I found one. Looks good, explains everything good. I'm buying it. It's just a subscription for a year. And I'm like, yo, bro, that ain't nice, How about I send the report? Well, I mean, I send the report. And then, like, in a few hours, the dude already, like, messages me, like, yo, they take the money back, just remove the report and everything. I'm like, all right, sure. So I got my money back, and, well, the key already was activated for a year of subscription. So, yeah, and there's the year of free subscription, basically. There we go. Nice, well done, nice. Yeah, I was thinking also with like starting with that stuff, but then yeah, maybe it's better to just like bite the bullet and just like, go ham, and then it will be like more potential options, like if I will need to go somewhere or something, you never know. You never know, huh? And yeah, everything is a subscription now. Unreal personally, I see. I was like thinking about between those, but yeah, Unity is still kind of like way more spread here at least, so I was like, well, might as well. Might as well start with that. Then we'll see. Because I like all my coding lessons and stuff were way long ago. They were in way outdated languages, and I will need to get into it from scratch basically. It's all just tools, yeah, for sure, for sure. But for now, I just want to get something that I could use later potentially. I hope I won't need it, of course, right? Fuck that. I hope I won't. But yeah, something that I could use for some portfolio or something later. So we'll see. We'll see. In the first week, Hogwarts Legacy took over Elden Ring in sales. 56% more copies sold in Europe. Game showed the biggest launch since Red Dead Redemption 2. If you don't count FIFA and Call of Duty. I see, alright. Yeah, Anubis, yeah. I mean, any like framework, any engine and stuff, it becomes quite bloated because people use it like for more and more and more different things, right? So it kind of adapts for everything, but you need only one specific thing there. So you just kind of like put this huge like like as we say, as I said here, the phrase goes with like hammering nails with a microscope, basically. Like, it's doable, but why? It's way too complicated of a device to hammer a nail in, you know. Irrelevant. Compile every time script changes when you used to go to... I see, alright. Testing is so much nicer, okay. Yes, you done, I see. I have an add-on that removes that stuff. Oh, is it the one you mentioned, the Visual Studio one? So just kind of like live updating instead of compiling over every time? Yes, Fusion Jobs, alright. Folks migrate from Unity to Godot. I could maybe eventually end up there too. We'll see. Like in general, like we'll see how things will go. Because I don't know, I could be one of those people who just tries to try different new stuff and everything, you know, and never actually sticking with it. But we'll see. Hello, Revelo. This Yoda, I see. It's also like based in Python, right? Because like Python, after my complete lack of coding experience for years, when I decided to write some simple script with the help of Google, Python was super fucking easy, that's for sure. Payday 3 is still planned for this year, apparently. Apparently. And they finalized the agreement with one of the movie companies that will help them to move the series to the screens, to the cinema. But don't know who will work on adaptation yet. And the Payday the movie. Isn't it like any pretty much like criminal sort of like this like movie with some heists and stuff? No. I see. All right. In new financial year, the authors of Roblox said that the losses in 2022 are coming close to 1 billion, even though amount of daily users increased. Damn son is just like investing into stuff they're hard. Based on published job openings, Creative Assembly is already working on new Total War. Well, I mean, not exactly surprised. I think they usually have like the Team B that just kind of like maintains the live service, kind of like some DLCs and stuff. Let's see, I see. Depends on what you need, alright. Hidek Diallo. Are they going at it again? They going at this shit again? Isn't like Mizulina or some other fucking idiots that no one really cares about? Or are they going more serious about this shit? Yeah, I think they tried like already multiple times over a year. Again, those... Well, I mean, I still kind of on heavy like hopium that they are considered idiots and that's not gonna happen. But yeah, that'll be annoying. That'll be annoying then. Because like VPN streaming is not that fun, to be honest. Like just blocking might be not too bad because like VPN, I did some streams with VPN. It's doable. It's just like, well, even like with a good paid VPN, it's still sometimes just kind of like, you know, dropping once in a while. Rarely though, like usually one restart. Like I played Lost Ark through VPN because we were blocked from it, right? So it's doable. The annoying part will be if they will decide to pull, you know, like let's make it a terrorist organization or something. That will be already worse though. But we'll see. The Wiki play is waiting for us. Yeah, I don't know who will be watching us there though. That's the main thing. YouTube will stay though. YouTube is, I'm gonna say it, is garbage for streaming. I tell you that. Not even just because like the chat is bad or something. Like as someone who tries it for a while already, it's garbage in terms of like the Twitch is garbage in terms of what's the name? Like the basically exposing your content and your channel to others, right? The coverage. Forgot the word basically. But YouTube is worse. Like I actually thought that YouTube will be better because they have algorithm and stuff, right? They have recommendations and shit, but it all works like shit, like complete garbo. Better than nothing, true, but it's gonna be almost nothing though. That's the problem, um, because it's like it's garbo. First of all, it like counts your like views and stuff when you live really weirdly because it only counts basically people who are like active. So like lurkers are not being counted whatsoever. I'm not sure why. Because like literally just like have a bunch of people watching, right? Like I know, for example, like who is there, and you have people like someone like was chatting for some time, then they like stop chatting, and it basically shows like who's in chat pretty much. So like it shows like like 3 people watching when you clearly know that there is like like the names even of people who are there right now sitting and lurking, but it still shows you like like 5 people or something sometimes, and it's weird. It's weird. And then again, it kind of like the recommendations are really rare. Like all the time I played, it was like I streamed there. It's in the evenings only for a couple of hours, right? Like 3 days a week or something. Uh, and it's like, I don't know, like a couple of people probably, like a couple of new names I saw there. That's pretty much it. The TikTok, yeah. Hey Selpo, hello. The kick, yeah, one and only. The kick. Yeah, I think then streaming is like on every platform. And TikTok is in general like a little bit different audience there. Let's put it that way. I don't think it's exactly that fitting. It's all better than nothing. I do agree with you, but yeah, it's probably not gonna be really making it. Let's put it that way. Tell you that. Tell you that. And switching platform and the audience completely is just basically killing your channel. It's like a lot of people here who did already the move from like Twitch or from YouTube to like local platforms is just destroying your channel. It's like 80% audience just gone. I think that's pretty much what Dog said also whenever he was banned and moved to YouTube, you just like lose a whole bunch. Like in terms of income, he lost 75%, I think he said, or something, right? And in terms of audience, you lose a lot. And 75% from like, already kind of not super much is it's just basically, time to go look for something. So we'll see. We'll see. I hope it's all again just those idiots talking some dumb stuff. But the problem is like it's eventually a lot of dumb stuff that you thought was dumb becomes real. So sadly, here it happens too many times. It's been almost a year. Remember 23rd February last year. And I was walking, outside with my IRL stream, and people were like, "Yo, do you think there will be war and stuff?" I'm like, "Nah, dude, they can't be that fucking dumb." And then, well, yeah, next day, checking the phone in the morning after coming back from the swimming pool. Poof, fun. So yeah, you never know, man. You never know. I think in the long run, it's like piecing out anyway. Like no matter what, I have a feeling because there's gonna be all this. The YouTube they also wanted to block. They basically kind of just scared, I think, to block YouTube because it's just gonna be too much of a change for the modern population, and it's not even that much of a problem for them yet. Still, same way Twitch probably gonna. Well, actually, that might be also the risk factor for Twitch though, because like less people know about Twitch, so technically they could just like block it and no one would really notice it, but they also wouldn't be enforcing Alright, probably noise now. Sorry for that. The input. This one, there we go. Sorry. The daily quest, yeah. I just need to put the charger on. Now it's gonna be a bit more quiet because it's now through the USB connection. 1 second, I can make the music a bit more quiet so you can overall increase the gain if you want. Yeah, his battery died. Bit of a long kitchen segment today. Sorry. And think I will need to load it to charge it. Hey Kerber, hello. TB-chan, waking everyone up there. Have you thought about moving somewhere, Deck, by the way? Doing the move, because I have friends who did. I'm also constantly, in past year, thinking and looking, but yeah, not sure. Not anymore. I kind of stop up doing thinking about that stuff. I kind of like considering also no money anyway. Well, yeah, that's kind of the reason. That's kind of the reason, sorta. Could be kind of doable, but that would be very tight. Very tight there. Things are not going super with this good, And yeah, without like the good income, not like you can do much there anyway. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like at some point it probably will be needed though. And hopefully there will be enough time to to prepare for it better. See, like I say. Yeah, that doesn't sound that good, That doesn't sound that good. I mean, I would also end up kind of like not in the best situation. That's why I'm gonna be trying to do also partial on the side of some of the indie game dev stuff. See what happens. The worst case is just gonna be some more content. Then we'll see. I'm gonna need to survive from here then, without moving. You know, I was thinking still. We'll see. Like my friend is in Uzbekistan now, and it's pretty nice actually there. It's ironically actually quite nice and cheaper than here, so that's also not too bad. But you still need to have at least some sort of income though. So be fine there. Oh yeah, I'm still sometimes thinking. Still thinking about the TwitchCon and stuff, but yeah, after checking the prices and stuff, not sure about that. Totally not sure about that. Resident Evil 4 Remake developers want to return the chainsaw controller. Oh, then they decided not to. Come on, man. Already invested all the money in development. But maybe they will release it in the future. There was a chainsaw controller for Resident Evil, apparently. That's true, Dag, yeah. That is true. All the communication, or the lack of communication, and whatever I got from like the support, that was, yeah. That was not very good, Yeah, it was like even like about the TwitchCon itself, just to just to meet with people basically. That's just the place where usually more kind of people around. Otherwise, like DreamHack or something, yeah. For me, it's just like I basically just want to go and like meet with people. That's it. I don't even like care with about the conventions themselves, what's shown there or anything. I don't give a fuck. I don't even need a ticket really. If there will be no tickets or stuff, I don't even need it really. Yeah, or Gamescom. I see. Yeah, they did kinda took a dump on us. That's for sure. Those replies were quite interesting. Quite interesting. A recent news about the Team Fortress update confused some people, so Valve needed to edit the news to decrease the level of enthusiasm. Some people got way too excited for the new Team Fortress update. The paid internship at Obsidian. Steve, apply. Applications close on March 10th. Even though it's probably in the US though, so. See what I see. Well, the problem is like it's kind of like deserved in a way though, because yeah, as I said, like even the YouTube was the YouTube experience so far not that good. I just do it basically because it's kind of like the bonus evening stream, so I might as well, right? Like it's not like but it's in the same time, it's not like I do much like differently though, right? It's just the regular stream, basically just a couple more hours, not in my main time, and yeah, it's just like doesn't work. If anything, I would say trying like some YouTube like videos basically, which I should really, but I'm too like lazy. Like no, like not even lazy. It's kind of more of this like kind of like anxiety to start working on that stuff. Because like some do good, some do not that good. Like Ragnarok Online was doing like super well. Then I remember it was like Total War, Warhammer release, pre-release video, and it was just kind of like not noticed whatsoever by the algorithm, and it's just kind of like bro. The Valve streaming platform, yeah, they kind of like did something, but then they kind of stopped halfway in there. I don't know. They should. They should though. Remember Mixer, yeah. I mean, if anything, it's YouTube who's gonna do it. But as I said, YouTube is just like I don't know, like it's weird. Like trying to navigate it is really bad. Trying to navigate is really bad. Yes, they could be, could be. Maybe some good changes now. Hopefully, yeah. Like I wouldn't mind like all this like bleed purple and all that stuff. That's already way in the past. Like I am where the audience is, right? That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Like the platform patriotism and stuff that was maybe back in the day, a long time ago. Maybe it was kinda because I was living on Twitch back then, right? And then you kind of realize how much they kind of shit over you, and you kind of already nah, dude. Where the audience is, there is me. Audience here, I'm here. They're all stream like not for yourself, you stream for others, so it's where people want to see you, that's where you are. It's DM no, let's not, let's not. That will be like the D Live point 2 or something, you know. Most likely. Apex Legends hits player count peak with deathmatch mode. Oh, anyone playing actually? The team deathmatch mode is in now. Apparently, a big pog seems like a lot of people going in. Oh, look at this. The Kick is actively recruiting via email to try and bring creators to their platform. Damn son, maybe that's our destiny. I'd rather not too, to be honest. I doubt that one is the future. You never know, but I kind of doubt it. Or that would be kind of like interesting future, I guess. Not in a very positive way. Microsoft will attend EU hearing to defend Activision Blizzard deal. The Lord Gibbon. I mean, they should. Like, Steam needs some sort of video platform and stuff anyway, because it's It's like all Next Fest, for example, right? It's all live streams and everything. Like there's a lot of potential. They have the audience. The problem is also again on Steam. I think a lot of those streams and the numbers on those streams on Steam, they are basically just kind of view botted sorta. It's kind of the same as the Twitch front page view bot, right? When I was on front page, like it was like 20K or something viewers, like, and it does zero effect almost on your stream. Like out of that, it's basically people who going through the front page to like press browse, press their follow list or something, right? It's just like people who don't even like notice you. It's literally like zero effect. Kind of, I feel like in many cases it's kind of the same on like this Steam platform too. They offer the like 10K. If that would be like some like regular agreement, yeah, that you get like paid for a while to do stuff, then yeah, I probably could consider, for sure. Like any platform. That's why I also like don't think like, you know, the people took the Mixer offers and stuff were better or something. You know, you get offered some like stable income and everything to do stuff you like doing. Like, why not? Sounds good. Go farm at least, and then you can return at some point. The Chinese streaming platforms. Some people do actually now, yeah. Like Bilibili, I think, and stuff. It's like the issue there is, yeah, you really need to do stuff like in Chinese, like not even English gonna roll for you, and getting money out of there and stuff is like very pipiega move. Like either like deal with some sort of like agencies that work there, that take huge fee, or you need to like make your own company and stuff, and that's just like not really feasible. Let's put it that way. There's like a huge audience, for sure. Some people do go already there. Some people do, huh? Okay, I mean, it's kind of like whatever. It's just that in case they block stuff here, right? Like, I don't really plan to. Like, I do YouTube only just kind of like... I could do like a secondary channel on Twitch, right? Like many people do, but... Like, why not make it somewhere else, right? Whatever, just for the funsies. So I kind of like... Not really against Twitch. Well, I mean, I'm against what they, you know... How they treat us, really. But not to the point I would just like protest and move or something just because you guys are here. So like, you know, if it's convenient for you to watch me here and you watch here, then I'd be streaming here, you know. If people would all up and left somewhere, then I would also up and left, because it's all for people and not for myself. I can like talk to myself playing games anyway, you know, offline too. Offline too. But yeah, like kick it with all the gambling and stuff is, yeah, not really. They also like the view voting stuff they're going on and other stuff. A lot of people like just breaching DMCA and just watching, you know, like the Super Bowl. I think a bunch of people watch there, some movies. Like some streamers I heard just like do like kick streams just so they can like watch movies with their audience or something. So there's that. There's the niche for the platform basically. Obviously that also gonna be cut pretty soon as it gets traction and gets attention from like, you know, the company's right holders. It's all also gonna get killed pretty fast and people gonna get some issues. So yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. We'll see. I'd say in general, like the video making is like even kind of like more chill. But again, that would be kind of also another emergency thing. I just hope they will let us still do our stuff for some time. See what happens. See what happens. I kind of, yeah, I don't really believe that Twitch will even like get the communications back up. Maybe they will, but that's probably gonna be down the line like years when we're gonna get the email, at least. Because since March last year there was none outside of marketing emails. Those they send every time. There's discount for subs and stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, you can't even sub. But then I realize you can actually sub from here. You just don't get any money from here if you're here, but you can spend your money if you are from here. You know, you can spend, but you can't earn. Yeah, I mean, probably because I don't know. Like the only kind of hope is that you can make like enough like kind of noise about it through like just going ham, you know, trying to signal boost through everyone, through everything, through all other streamers that you know, through like live stream fails or something, right? Just to like get some sort of like noise about it. then they would be forced probably to do it. Otherwise, yeah, they might just kind of like forget about you. The thing is, for them, it's probably just like peanuts. There's nothing. Like it's like over a year of my streaming, there's probably like I don't know, like 3,000 or something there on account, like if not even less, to be honest. I think I checked. I don't remember. Like I checked on stream a few months ago, so less than a year. But yeah, it was like 2,000 something, I think. So considering also like some like months that were good and everything, so for them it's just like paying this is nothing. That could be deck, yeah, that could be. Hey Lego, how are you? How are you doing, man? How's life? The real alternative would be good. Yeah, I think so too. I like the alternatives that would be kind of more like kind of like niche centered or something would be nice. Actually earning money from Twitch making a agent. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like an agent is just like the tag to put on everyone who they don't like. So if they don't care about you, like that mark doesn't mean anything. Actually, if it actually makes you an agent, like legitimately, then you can with that tag on your forehead, you can go and apply for asylum. That's what a lot of people do actually. You just go to some sort of like mass media or something, get yourself the agent status, and then you just like go to Europe. Which I kind of actually don't want. Like if I would be like offered some sort of place to stay somewhere, I don't want to freeload. Yeah, I don't want to just like move somewhere just to live of some sort of benefits of some sort of like free apartment or something like that. Like I want to like earn a living, preferably decent one, and preferably the way I do it now and here. Right, I want to keep streaming. Like if I didn't want to, as I said, I would be already like out of it long ago, working somewhere else. Because as I said, like double this number is easy now in Moscow. It's like no education, nothing. You can do double, no problems, without the need to interact with people. With paid sick leaves, vacations, day offs, all that kind of stuff. I just like it, so that's why I'm still here. I like it. I like games, man. I'm just like got only more passionate after I started streaming about games. That's why I like doing all this, like the new stuff and everything. I just like it. I just am really curious and passionate about that. Yes, Siri, I see. I would say for viewing, to be honest, like from the experience of people who watch me on YouTube now in the evenings, right? Like, there's almost no difference. You install the same old 7TV, you have all those emotes, you have the theater mode, you have everything there. If anything, it's even better because you have better bitrate and stuff, right? You have all this like scroll back in the stream, then scroll again, right? Like scroll back and forth, no problems. You have better bitrate, better quality, better video, better player, and the chat is pretty much compensated by like 7TV installed. So like I would say like the YouTube experience is already pretty much the same for viewing. If you have the third-party things installed, it's pretty much the same. Yes, it is, I see. I mean, kinda. Now, the thing is, like, the watching content, I don't even watch content anymore, personally, to be honest. I don't know. I just make content, and in the free time, I just, like, do, like, the real-life stuff and, like, think about my own content, basically. That's it. Get money from subs, why wouldn't you turn off? Because you kind of can't. You kind of can't. I mean, you can like unpartner, on affiliate, on everything yourself, but that kind of sounds a bit of an overkill. Like you can't do the half measure. You can just like a lot of people back in the day already wanted to make like no subs or like free subs or discounted subs. Like, can you make subs 50% cheaper and don't pay me my share? Like, I don't care about it. Twitch doesn't want to. So you can't. You can only like completely, departner, de-affiliate yourself and everything, which I mean could be doable, but they still gonna be showing you ads, right? And you won't even have an opportunity to sub to remove the ads. They gonna remove the quality settings from YouTube, for example, because affiliates and partners get the quality settings. If you're not, you either don't get them at all, or you get them when the service is less loaded. So yeah, you're just kind of like gonna cock yourself that way. See, all I do is just I always try to mention to, you know, like, yeah, like rather take this route if you want to support me. But, you know, some people still like to watch with no ads and everything. Some people still kind of like to have emotes, like to have the badges and everything, right? I mean, eventually, I hope I'll get it. I hope. Yeah, yeah, Oltan, yeah. There's like a few people even who have this one-time sub and Twitch is constantly trying to change their contract, yeah. Like it wasn't the old contracts, they can change them like one way. They need those to agree to that, and no one wants to. So yeah. Yeah, Jesse Cox, I think, yeah, yeah. That's one for sure. That maybe was more. Yeah, Wonis, hello. How you doing? See, there would be a way to just like turn the subs off, for example, could be doable. But then again, it also kind of looks weird, right? Like when someone like joins the chat and stuff, and they just don't see, you know, any subs in chat or something, and like it kind of looks weird. So it's kind of the same, still all the things. A lot of people already know, like my number of subs like dropped, like 2 times basically, if not more, over a year. Because yeah, I constantly tell people to support me other way, you know, if you want. But yeah, if you feel like doing subs too, some people just have primes also, right? So they just drop the prime anyway. So you know, it is what it is. The only source of emojis, I say. So that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And yeah, it's still kind of a bit of a hopium that, you know, one day we'll get it. Because I think we kind of will. Like, otherwise there's just gonna be a bunch of like noise and stuff about it. I hope so, because there might be also the situation that someone will start some noise and there'll be a bunch of people that are like, bro, fuck them, fuck those Russians, they don't deserve this money anyway, don't pay them shit, fuck them. There will be some of those, depends on how many people will listen to them, you know. I see, Rev, I see. Yeah, that like I don't know, like I like subbing and stuff just to be a part of community and stuff. To have the badge and everything. I can't now too. Well, technically, I guess you kind of can, but yeah, people still think thanks to people still have the Ella sub rolling, thanks to the gifties and stuff. But yeah, other than that, not anymore, not anymore, and can't even have Prime here nowadays. So yeah, rip that, rip that. The nations alerted on Boosty. Well, Boosty is subscription, right? Like, I mean, I could technically just do the subscription instead, so people could sub there. But I feel I'd rather do it when I will do something else on the side. So like the nation is more kind of like usual Steam stuff, right? Because you have subscription on Twitch sorta, and the nations as a separate thing. And Boosty would be kind of like having 2 subscriptions, kind of like I don't know. I will do Boosty maybe if I will be more like if all the adventures with like the indie dev and stuff will go somewhere. If I'll finally get myself to do more YouTube and stuff, like separate YouTube, not just VODs. VODs are just kind of like meme, you know. So says the Nation, Boosty, and the Nation Alerts is the same company. It's just the Nation Alerts is the Nations, and Boosty is subscriptions. That's pretty much it. It's the same company, literally. It might also have like the kind of another option for donos too, but yeah, it's pretty much the same shit. It's just sub companies, sorta. See, a boosty might happen if I will be doing something else on the side. So, you know, someone can use one way to subscribe and someone can use another way to subscribe. I don't know, I'm still kind of hoping that one day I'll be moving on and, you know, just making company somewhere else and just trying to withdraw there. I still kind of think about it, but we'll see. We'll see. This part is like always like very complicated to think through. Like I wish there would be no such thing and I would just be like chilling and doing my thing without thinking about anything else. Because uncertainty is a bitch, man. Is a bitch. We'll see. We'll see. So we're all fine though. Like I'm not even like I like ranting about stuff like this, but I'm kind of not really bothered. I already kind of accepted that stuff. Things will go better or something. There's always like a bunch of other options I can kind of do. I have a lot of like different other plans. I'd rather not, but you know, overall not super crazy bothered. I just hope this shit festival gonna soon kind of over. It would be nice to Probably be living somewhere else, but we'll see. We'll see. That's already the dreams, man. Damn, stay already at the final boss. Good luck, man. Good luck. Let's see what else. Now, Bayonetta 3 has sold 1 million copies in less than 4 months. I mean, guess it's not too bad, but also for something like Bayonetta, I would expect kind of a bit more, especially in all those months, really. But I guess it is what it is. 1 mil is 1 mil still. I wonder how much better it could be multi-platform. I wonder. Well, got a dream, yeah. Well, I mean, that dream is kind of more or less tangible. It's just kind of like I will need to step up, you know, the content making and stuff pretty much, like taking more. So I was just thinking YouTube, like even like with VODs would be kind of like already showing some, you know, like that it's good, but it doesn't really. So I need to go with like the actual videos. Kind of do hope on like the indie game dev and not even just from like making something successful, because that ain't gonna probably happen for a while for sure. I even think it's probably gonna be like free to play or something. But it's more like the part that, you know, if it will be actually like go in, it might be actually kind of interesting, you know, content and new like paths to for some new audience to find me and everything, and that also might be good. It also hopefully might be good. China considering further restrictions for young players. Crack down even harder on game time for young players. I think we saw it before my day off, even. I don't know how hard you can even crack on this, because it's already like an hour or like 2 hours per day or something. Why would you want even less of that? Warzone 2 will get a ranked mode and the plunder in Season 3. Well, there was no ranked right now even. For 2 seasons already. Composer Mick Gordon puts his full support behind the people of Ukraine and called for an end to Russia's war against the country. So imagine like people actually like, yeah, Atomic Heart's composer Mick Gordon donates salary to support Ukraine. Like imagine people being that PPG that they're gonna like push you to, not even push, like I guess, because like he did it and they still kind of shit on him just because he worked with the Russian company, which is not even Russian. It's like origins in Russia, but they already not here. Is the funny part, because a lot of those people who are reading about that stuff, they don't even understand how many like of those companies, publishers, developers are technically kind of Russian. They just like already moved, changed names and stuff and offices, but they're still from here really. If you think about it, right? If you try to go like dig that deep, but why? Like I don't know. Like even if here not everyone supports, if they can't publicly state that they don't support, it doesn't mean that they support. It just means that they're fucking afraid for themselves and their families, you know, to get sued or something else. Yeah, that's the new meta now. That's the new meta, Pony. The circus is moving. The circus is relocating now, slowly. Circus on tour, yeah. I wonder where they go after, though. You know, there should always be the circus. You know, clowns need to do something, be somewhere. Like, I wonder what's gonna be next. I mean, it's also like clowns who are kind of like, you know, industry agnostic, I guess. They don't even play video games, most likely anyway. They just like, you know, try to find something that they can read about. So they're gonna find something else probably. I wonder what's gonna be the next destination for the circus. Movies could be, oh yeah, like since the John Wick will be released in Russia, maybe that's where they will go. Maybe that's gonna be the next one. Well, I mean, technically you could say so. Like Montfish is like was Russian company at least, right? Until they moved, it became Cyprus company. But as I said, like you can the devs being Russian, yeah, that too. And there's also like there goes like different things. Like for example, when Supergiant Games was looking for translators for Hades 2, right? People also were molding. Then when they added also Ukrainian localization, people kind of like calmed down a bit, but they still were like you need to like take some people who don't live there. So like someone's translating to Russian, but who don't live there, like who moved. So when you move, you kind of clean, I guess, but not for everyone. Seems like not always, not always. I think it's not even like exactly just about the devs. It's just about the style of the game and everything. Because it's like there's a lot of Russian games. People just don't even understand, right? Because you don't usually go and Google, like where's developer from. Even nowadays, probably like every developer has like the database, right? Where they are from, which like race, like gender, religion, like unless everything checks in, you're not even gonna play that probably, right? Maybe there are people like this already. I'm not sure. But normally no one does that, so no one even knows that like Loop Hero, for example, is Russian, right? Like a bunch of like boomer shooters that are made by Fulcrum. Fulcrum was Adines studio, which was born here like long ago. And it's just now they changed the name and moved and became Polish company already. But like no one knows about it. Atomic Heart just kind of like brings this like style and everything that triggers people. And then everything also kind of like ties to the fact that developers are from here and everything, and everyone just molds out. Probably alter, probably. Korean language almost the same as Russian. I mean, not exactly. Like all the Slavic languages to some extent are similar, but not exactly. If anything, I would say it's closer to like Polish and other like Western European languages, sorta. Some things are closer to there, some things are closer to here. Now you can more or less understand stuff. I guess I can understand more from Ukrainian than from Polish, but still it's kind of like close. Now the thing is, if like Hogwarts is like super successful, right? So all this like boycotting stuff is just like a laughing stock. So like everyone already forgot about it. Everyone like made a video, memed on that, and moved on. With Atomic Heart, it's kind of more risky because there is like huge chance that it's gonna be not very good. For example, on launch and stuff, right? There was like a whole shit fest around the development. I hope they manage still to polish it and it's gonna be good, but there's still higher chances that it's gonna be having issues. Then it gets bad reviews and stuff, and all those people will already like, yeah, we won. We cancel them, pog, even though people kind of shit on it for different reasons, but that's gonna still connect it, and they're gonna get this reinforcements that we make a difference now. Yeah, exactly, Termask, exactly. I think it's like not just the developers where they're from, but like the fact that it like brings this like Soviet style, all this like entourage around the Soviet era, and I wouldn't say it's glorifying it really, it's just like it brings it. It existed. It's a history, dude. It was shit history, but it existed. Like same as like you can see the movies about like the Nazi Germany, right? You can see swastikas even in Germany. I think it's allowed now if it's for the art purpose, right? So like no matter how bad you think Soviet Union is, it's a history. You can't just like erase it. You erase it, you forget that it existed, you forget how bad it was, you forget what bad it did, and then you doomed to kind of repeat it again eventually because you forget the old lessons. That's why I need to remember those things. Like you should learn by mistakes and not doing them again to learn, but looking at those who did it before. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I hope it will be good. Would actually care about racing stories. I mean, that's the funny part that I'm always laughing. People like complaining about like bigotry and everything, right? And then they just like target the whole nation of people just by the fact where and from who they were born, and just kind of like cancel them all just from that. Isn't it the definition, man? If you like shit on someone or based on some things that they can't control, don't have control over, then it's just like weird. Like you don't choose where to spawn, right? And where to be born. And then there's like a whole other layer. There's people who like just move. Bro, how about you give me like 150,000? There's like button below the screen. 150,000 bucks. I'm moving like in a week gladly because I will get like probably permit that way. Bro, no problems. Let's go. No one does that, dude. Come on, just move, dude. You know, it's easy. I live like in Germany. I can just like move to France and live there. This is that simple, bro. Let's go. You also can do it. It's that simple. Just like hop on the car and go and live there. Easy. Or like go on the ride. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's gonna be like the last stream then for sure. For next 15 years, I think nowadays. Yeah, we'll see, Termas, how glorifying it will be. Feels bad when the audience feels bad. Me neither. Me neither. Me neither. I would gladly, but I don't have it. Feels bad. Activision Blizzard reportedly planning to end remote work. Oof. Here we go again with that stuff or something. See Jim Jams, I see it. Yeah, I mean, true. True. I mean, everyone, like, in their right mind, they understand. They understand. That's like the same basic thing. Like, if, you live here, you don't automatically support something, right? Like, if you read, like, Harry Potter book back in the day and you liked it, it doesn't mean that you, like, transphobic and stuff, right? That doesn't work like that. Let's see, what does I say? Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, that goes to the situation also again, as I said, like getting some asylum, moving somewhere and stuff would be kind of doable. Not that easy, but like there are ways. Um, but that would be just kind of like you can forget about streaming and stuff. Like I don't want to preload. And with this income, it would be either freeloading or like living a hobo life or something. So I would probably would end up taking to my diplomas, finally dusting them off, and trying to find something else. You will leave? Yeah, technically for now, yeah. Now you can. We'll see what will happen next week. We are expecting some news to drop. Maybe not gonna be able to. Yeah, maybe not gonna be able to for some time, but normally, yeah, just go. No problems. The problem, like the problem always, pretty much always, is here. Like it's not a problem to move from here or to leave from here. It's a problem that no one wants you to go in there. That's the thing. That's the main problem. It's kind of always like, oh shit, they just like not letting the people out or something. No, it's like no one letting us in. Let's put it that way. Hello, Roman. Hello. Welcome back. How did it go? How did it go? Yeah, the Returnal is out. Getting good scores. Well, good price also for it. So ain't playing that. Ain't playing that. And more info on the Company of Heroes 3 dropping. Yeah, this one's soon gonna be out. We'll see. I might be playing some of that. Maybe. Let's see, Roman. I see. Time for bondage. Have begun rolling out payouts for creators who have hit their payout threshold for January. And damn, it's always so funny to see it on your Twitter timeline. Kick. Oh, look at this. Twitch's front page carousel is getting a media heat for inflating view counts. Oh, someone finally realized that. After probably not only me, of course, yeah, but after like years, the years of this MDS, the issue with my eye. Nah, not really. It's just how it is. I'm always kind of like, you know, the concerned look. Probably hair also doesn't really help sometimes. Sexual life is next. It will be funny if like the Twitch front page carousel gonna get shit faster than embed traffic. That would be interesting to see. That will be interesting to see. A broader discussion than just a crown channel, though. Front page carousel placement is a significant driver of a brand KPI success on Twitch. So they actually just like calculate KPIs based on amount of views from the front page. Oof. And that stuff actually does a zero difference. A zero difference. Twitch kind of needs to boost stuff for the sponsors. Yeah, exactly. They can show like huge viewer numbers if you put the channel on the front page. As I said, like when I was doing the front page, I had like 20,000 viewers or something. That doesn't transfer into anything. No engagement, nothing. Like in chat gonna get like a couple more new people, and mostly it will be people who will find you in the category of the game you are streaming, because I was streaming Here's Some Modded Magic on front page, right? And it was just people seeing like, you know, that there's some stream and Here's Some Modded Magic with like 20k viewers, and like, what the fuck is happening? Let's go check it out. So I got like 3 or 4 maybe like new people in chat who followed and who like said like, oh yo, what the fuck's like Game of My Childhood so good. And yeah, probably like 5-10 follows maybe out of like an hour on the front page. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So that's kind of how it goes, huh? You get those like crazy numbers, but absolutely no point in those. Huh? Absolutely no point with those. Huh? All right, what else? What else? Apex Legends got over 600,000 players in Steam. Steam alone, and they probably also, since they started with Origin, there's probably a bunch of people just playing through that still. And consoles too, so seems like Apex update was quite good in the end. Yeah, that is a really bad KPI number. I think in general, well, I mean, you need to have some of them. Usual KPI for like the partnerships and everything, for partner streams and everything, goes amount of viewers per hours watched, basically. That's what companies calculate how much they pay for some sponsored stream and stuff. So how many viewers were and how long they were watching. That's why there's a lot of people who, you know, constantly farm just chatting category and do like all those like non-stop streams for like fucking 16 hours every day with no day offs and stuff, just because it boosts those numbers. That's the main KPI. So I guess like front page kind of plays into that, right? Because you stream for 2 hours to like 20k viewers on Twitch front page, you get stonks. There was way worse examples, like back in the day when we had a convention here, before like Corona and stuff. In Corona, the convention bankrupted actually, like the biggest gaming convention here. They had follow numbers as kind of like the the filter for channels. Like you want to apply as a like media, you need to have like 10,000 followers. All right, sure. So there's like people like the on like Salinome or some other websites, you can like filter by amount of like followers, and you can see like channels with like, you know, dozens of thousands of followers that like stream to like 1 or 2 viewers, because followers are super easy to boost. And they would be media, even though they like no one watches that. And someone who, like me, for example, I have like how much? It doesn't show in this one. How much did they have? I forgot already. 6,000 something, I think, or whatever. So like, yeah, like 6,000 something, for example. Nah, you're not media, dude. You worse. 6.3, yeah, yeah. Like you are like no 10K garbage. Thankfully, like most of the things already kind of like most of the, like partnerships, they removed that already. Like follower numbers, they understood that doesn't matter shit. The hot tubs time, yeah. What Hearts developers address performance problems, promise patches, and DLSS FSR support. So yeah, that launch is kinda not doing that well, seems like. Imagine paying that much money to get another beautiful launch. ArenaNet is rethinking how it supports Guild Wars 2 after over a decade. Having the development bandwidth needed to iterate on core systems is especially important to us. Thus, they're going to be doing something with Guild Wars 2 now, alright, alright. Alrighty, Roman, alrighty. Rest well, rest well. Some new postmortems to read, maybe, we'll see. Oh, the new Starfield presentation potentially will be delayed. Seems like they didn't decide on the date of the new presentation. So time to restock on copium, dude. Time to restock on copium. People thought before that the event gonna be soon. Seems like no. The multiverses might get Pickle Rick, Insane, and Joker. God of War Ragnarok's original opening was planned to kill Kratos. Monka is. Alright, almost covered all that stuff that I missed in a couple days. I'm getting late, man. Still need to play the game. Hurry. Apex Legends authors want their project to be interesting to players for 20 more years. Staying relevant just like Counter-Strike. But for that, they need to give players reason to always return to the game. That's the thing, like Counter-Strike doesn't do shit almost to people to return to the game. They just return on themselves. Like I played beta 6.5 and I can log in now and I will recognize pretty much all of it almost, except for like some new maps, of course, right, and everything, but like the core is the same. The core is the same. Thing is, CSS do nothing, just release loot boxes. Yeah, basically that's what they do. Like it's like new loot boxes, and like once in a while there's gonna be some like balancing patch, right? And some or something. That's pretty much it. And change like rotation of like the competitive maps, if even they do it a lot, because like I think it's like pretty much the same maps as back in the day. Like whenever I like randomly tune in on some, it's kind of like what is there, like Inferno, like almost always whenever I like tune in some like CS:GO stream, it's like Inferno all the time. Like back in the day, it was always Dust 2. Now I always see Inferno. I guess Dust 2 is still around too. What else was there? Like, was it Train or something? What else is like big nowadays? Don't even remember what else was there. Nuke, I think, right? Nuke, I also saw a bunch in the newer times. Um, those are the ones I usually kind of see a lot. You'll be fine if you look. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, the skill cap increased, though. That's for sure. Like, people are way better. Like, back in the day, I could come to LAN Cafe, and I wasn't even really good, right? I wasn't, like, some, like, cyber athlete or something, but I could just, like, randomly, like, pop in some LAN Cafe, and I would do decent. Like, okay. Or, like, online, could just tune in and just, like, be somewhere, like, in the higher half of the scoreboard, right? If I do it now, I'm gonna be like down significantly, even though obviously I also like older and like the reaction and everything gets worse and the practice in shooters is less. But still, like overall skill cap, I think from people playing for so long already in the same game and from, people playing so long in general in shooters is already like way higher. Change the off sound, I see. There's new concept arts of a weird song, still on the pre-production stage. Yeah, see secret, alright. They were good to begin with. Well, I mean, back in the day, I only played in LAN cafes. We were going with friends to the LAN cafes and just playing there with each other mostly. Well, there was like usually some servers launched already. We were just like tuning in. There was like half of LAN cafe plays like one map, half of LAN cafe plays like another map, basically. It was always big ones. Like I still like, for example, why CS:GO I didn't really like. It's like the main base thing is like 5 versus 5 competitive stuff, right? I just don't like it. Like whenever I play, it's like like 32 huge fucking map. That's what I like. At least like 20 something, like 24. Like Assault, I think wasn't really being played in 32 format. Was 24, I think, or something. And Assault was like this balance, so I think no one plays it nowadays. But back in the day, Assault was my favorite. And there was like Assault, Delta Assault. That was first map ever I played CS in beta 6.5. I remember after school in LAN Cafe. That was that Delta Assault. Um, there was some like other versions of Assault that also were pretty good. Half-Life Deathmatch, yep. Half-Life Deathmatch on Crossfire. That was good stuff. That was good stuff. Launching that nuke and everyone is running, trying to hide in the bunker. That was good time, man. NetEase acquiring Quantic Dream. Damn son. Lanka Fed expensive? Well, to be honest, they actually kind of were, if you think about it. How much was it usually? Like back then, considering conversion rate, here it was like $1 per hour. And that was like kind of chunky, to be honest. For an hour of play for school guys, right? That was quite. And then yeah, then as soon as like the lawns in the neighborhood started going, then everyone just kind of stopped doing it. We were going there usually like everyone already had it at home and stuff, but still like in the weekend we usually were gathering like some monies and going for like an hour or two just as a big group, going for a walk to the LAN cafe that was still working because they started closing as soon as the LANs became everywhere. They started just closing down, so there was like a few left and we were just like walking there and just all of us just like sitting down and playing for like a couple of hours, just kind of like for experience. It wasn't even always CS. We could play like Battlefield 1942, Diablo actually in LAN, uh, well, yeah, obviously CS, Half-Life. That was the stuff we mostly played. Battlefield we also kind of really liked that back then. Close for drug dealing, I see. No, here they mostly were Like they were monitored all the time for kids because, like, for example, in my class there was a guy who was already studying in the same class for the second time because he mostly was just playing in the LAN cafes. So at some point we just literally had like patrol in the at the entrance of the LAN cafe. Like some of our like male teachers were sent there when they had no like lessons planned, right? They were sent there and they were just like literally like sitting in the entrance and like, oh yeah, hello bro, do you remember that you have a lesson right now? Get the fuck out from here. So yeah, we had that stuff. Or they were doing raids during the night because some peeps were just like paying for a whole night. That was really cheap actually. Well, comparably, right? Like you basically like instead of like 1 hour was like $1, and here you pay like $2 or $3 for the whole night. So a lot of people were just like stocking up on like different food and stuff and just like going the whole night. And yeah, they had like raids from like school and everything, from like the kids police and everything, who was just like going there and like catching everyone who's not supposed to be there, which pretty much everyone, because everyone was below 18. So yeah, damn pony. Careful, it looks like you don't want to type clan with that letter. Seems like it. I can press it here, whatever. You know what I mean. Yeah, the no fun allowed, eh? The no fun allowed, eh? Yeah, Pony got auto-moded, eh? Yeah, because clan with not with C but with K is different clan, you know. Yeah, the clan with wizards. Alright, we catch up? Did we catch up with everything, eh? Oh yeah, this we already saw. The Overwatch dating sim. Saw that one. On the serious sim, I see. No, it's with C. A clan is with C. The clan with K, that's a different one. That one has multiple keys in. Alright. Seems like it. Man, like the game developer conference happening and then like all the feed is just like spam. Then I should probably like mute that or something. So don't really post the news, just a bunch of game developer convention retweets there. Yeah, sacred true. True. Alright, yeah, this already pretty much we all saw. Oh yeah, the Who Did the Horse article. I'll need to read that one. Okay, Darkest Dungeon 2 got a Vestal back. Nice, nice. The release soon. I might be paid to visit again. I might. The Twisted Metal relaunch on Unreal Engine 5, a player potentially might be able to leave the car. The game also potentially might have online elements. Well, I mean, it was mostly kind of like multiplayer stuff anyway. Is that was the fun stuff. At least that was the fun stuff. Alright. This we saw. I got a War Ragnarok trial available on PS Plus Premium. Damn son. The whole Horizon and the God of War trial. Insane. Alright, yeah, looks like the rest we already saw. Okay. Let's get to the PC play the new stuff. There we go. Going for Sacred? Yeah, I kind of just automatically always, just like when I see someone's name, I usually kind of like just take like the first part of it, unless it's like, you know, something like sort of generic, I guess. Like for Anubis, for example, you know, just calling him Sir would be kind of like a bit too PP good because, you know, especially since I use the Sir quite a lot in general, that would be kind of not very good option. So I just go for Anubis, but mostly, yeah, I just like take the first part of the name and use that. First letters sometimes when the name kind of doesn't really make sense, or numbers, you know. That's pretty much it. Alright, let's get back to the PC. Not even completely dark, even though it's 5 here already. No, I mean, kind of completely almost. Getting all of them? Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like short enough, I guess. Short enough. Just Mask also sounds kind of like a little too generic, I guess. Let's put it that way. Yeah, no.